make me some cereal?
Okay, what kind?
Captain Crunch and Fruit Loops, told Frosted Flakes. Tony the Tiger took Cheerios out on a date. Had her up in the crib when she wasn't home. Even did her hair in the bathroom, used his honeycomb. What did you expect? He's a ladies' man, even started his own company. He be raising brands. Wheaties made a diss record. What a funny song. Stuck him up at the dice game. They took his lucky charm. Grabbed him by his book bag. He wore it on his back. Man, they even took his computer. He got his Applejack. He called Fruity Pebbles to get his money back. Even put hands on his lady. They got his honey smack. She came through all fly. Brand new kicks. Heard she be prostituting. Yeah, she be turning tricks. They kept their ear to the streets. The Crips heard what happened. If you listen closely, Rice Krispies got it cracking. Can you make me some cereal?
Okay, what kind?
Captain Crunch and Fruit Loops, told Frosted Flakes. Tony the Tiger took Cheerios out on a date. Had her up in the crib when she wasn't home. Even did her hair in the bathroom, used the honeycomb. What did you expect? He's a ladies' man, even started his own company. He be raising brands. Wheaties made a diss record. What a funny song. Stuck him up at the dice game. They took his lucky charm. Grabbed him by his book bag. He wore it on his back. Man, they even took his computer. He got his Applejack. He called Fruity Pebbles to get his money back. Even put hands on his lady. They got his honey smack. She came through all fly. Brand new kicks. Heard she be prostituting. Yeah, she be turning tricks. They kept their ear to the streets. The Crips heard what happened. If you listen closely, Rice Krispies got it cracking. Mini Wheats got hype. He said, I know his man. And that nigga be selling weight. He got golden grams. Oatmeal said, you know I keep the heat around me. Cornflakes responded, ain't nothing sweet about me. Cocoa Puffs gave word that they was on the block. Soon as Crunch Berries pulled up, that nigga corn pop. Cinnamon Toast Crunch snitched. They indicted him. The judge wore a robe like he was King Vitamin. Yeah, he'll never see daylight. They labeled him a serial killer. They gave him life.
Babe, wake up. I thought you said you wanted some cereal.
I must have dozed off. I wanted it so bad, I had a dream about the cereal.
What?
Crazy.
That's crazy. Go back to sleep. I love you.
We've had our share of trouble, maybe more than others. With a little love and understanding, we can climb any mountain. But as long as there's you and me, girl, there is nothing we can do. Oh, even if the world starts falling, there's one thing don't you love, yeah, yeah. As long as there's love and we're together, baby, listen to your heart.
Ain't no industry relationship faking shit, acting phony, corny, frontin', then you on to the next. You looking lonely, this is loyalty, trust, lust, faithfulness, dedication, honesty, modesty, discipline, celebration. Other couples try to be us, but see us, we planning nurseries. They ain't even make it to see their first anniversary. Could outlast the best of them, just say when, cause they ain't passed the test of time. We a decade in, you can't fake loyalty with royalty. That's a dub now, all hell and invincible black love. She make me feel something, I wanna kill something. We do that real fucking, we ain't got no chill button.
Even if the world starts falling, there's one thing I'm sure of, yeah, yeah.
All right, good evening, everyone. Good evening. This is Live Market Observation, Volume 69. As you make your way on, be sure to like and share the video from whatever platform that you were tuned in from. If you're tuned in from Facebook, follow the TeamAlliance Facebook page. If you're tuned in from YouTube, like and share the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell notifications. On the Facebook page, you can do the same. When you follow the page, there's a little bell, you can turn that on. And of course, if you're on Twitter, be sure to like and share the video and then retweet on your timeline on Twitter. And if you're not already a member of the public TeamAlliance Facebook group, be sure to join. All right. So we're going to do some live observation. This is the NADEX platform. Very powerful trading platform that we've been using now for years. Years and years and years and years. Here is where we're able to apply our market skill to very specific or a very specific instrument, which is referred to as binary options. The binaries make it possible for us to take our understanding of how the market moves and apply it here on the platform with this specific instrument and basically capitalize on that understanding. So we basically, first and foremost, learn how to understand the market's movement. So specifically right now, the market that I'm observing is the Euro USD foreign exchange market. The Euro dollar is probably one of the most popular Forex pairs. It's one of the major pairs. This particular pair on the NADEX platform, I like to use because it is correlated to the US dollar, for one. And between the euro and the pound, they represent European currencies. So there is some type of correlation between them, but not really. What I mean is that each individual market does whatever it wants to do. So even when you're looking and you're seeing that the markets are correlated and, oh, the euro moves like the pound does, the pound moves like the Aussie dollar, all the US dollar pairs, they kind of move the same. Well, they do, but they don't. And the reason that I'm even bringing that up is because people will try to correlate the markets instead of just studying the individual market that they're observing or that they're trading and learning the nuances of that particular market. So on this platform, that's something that works to your benefit. It behooves you to just focus on one market because it will give you more insight into the nuances of that individual market. Now, why is that important? Well, because the fundamental movement of the market is something that you need to see. No one can tell you about it. So even though I talk about different things and I've broken things down and I've created a blueprint for you to follow, it's your actual observation of the market that allows you to see it. So you have to observe. And that's why we do live observations. For those of you that are new to the content, if this is your first time here, please be sure to ask questions. Feel free. Whatever questions that you have, don't hesitate to ask. NADEX is a very powerful, unique platform. And the way that these binaries are set up, is based on the fact that the platform is an exchange. So what happens on NADEX with the binaries is the market itself determines where the actual binary options will be. What do I mean by that? Well, if you look at the platform right now, the horizontal blue lines going across, they represent the strike prices of the options. They represent the price levels of the options, right? Each of the lines is a different price level. The red and blue candles that you see on the chart represent where the price has been moving. So the location and the position of where these candles are literally represent the location and the position of where the market has been and where the market currently is right now. So right at this very moment, the market is inside of this green box where you see my mouse hovering. This is where the market is positioned right now. It's literally probably right about in the center of this green box. This green box is a tool that we use, and basically, excuse me, the top of the box represents this strike price here. The bottom of the box represents this strike price down here. Again, each of these strike prices represent price levels in the market. They're like lines in the sand, so to speak. So the lines during the duration of the actual binary, and these durations are for 5 minutes. So for the 5-minute period, you'll see that these lines will remain where they are. They won't move. They are posted where they are. They're static, right? For the 5-minute period that the option is for. The lines don't move, but the market moves. The market is the blue and the red candles that you see. That's where the market's moving. Right now, less than a minute ago, the market moved up here to the top of where this blue candle is. And currently, during this current 1-minute period, the market moved from the top of where this box is, and it moved down. And that's why the candle's red. Now we're over here. The market is moving up again, so the candle's turning blue. So basically, upward movement from the opening position of the candle is going to turn the candle blue. And on the contrary, downward movement is going to turn the candle red. Movement from the opening position of the current 1-minute candle. So you see how this candle is now red. A moment ago, it was blue. So a few seconds ago, it was blue. Now it's red. Why is it red? Because the market's moving lower. So the market's moving, but these lines are not. These binaries are not moving. They represent the line in the sand. So trading binaries are very simple. All you have to do is be correct about where the market's going to move or not move. Be correct about where the market is going to end its movement. So the market is constantly moving, just like right now. It's moving lower, so the candles are red. You see the candles moving down, and the color of the candle is red because it's moving down. Market's moving, the strikes are not moving. So as the market moves, they move relative to the strike or relative to the horizontal lines. So one of two things is going to happen by the time the option expires. Either the market will be above the line or it will be below. Your job is to select the trade that you feel or believe or anticipate that the market will end in the desired position that you want it to end relative to the option that you've selected to trade. So what am I saying? You select if you want to buy or sell the option, meaning that if you're buying, you're saying, all right, I want to buy this strike price here. I'm saying that the market's going to stay above this line. And what happens is the market's moving and you see where the market's moving through the candles. So the candles are showing you where the market is, where it's going, what it's doing at all times. At all times. So right now you got, well, what are we into the second minute of this binary? So you got about 3 minutes, less than 3 minutes left on this binary. So you're going to see 2 more candles, well, 3 more candles. Well, now 2. So this one, then another one is going to come here, and then another one's going to come here. And the movement is going to determine the color of the candle and also the size of the candle. So the candles are showing you the movement of the market. So when I say you have to learn how to understand market movement, what I'm really saying is that you need to learn how to understand what the candles are telling you. The candles are telling you the story of the market. Well, Mark, is this candlestick patterns? No. It's not candlestick patterns. It's market behavior. It's market movement. The candles are showing you what the market's doing. So by understanding what the candles are saying, you're learning how to understand what the market is doing. And this is why we interpret what we see the candles doing, how they are moving. Just like, for example, if I say, the market's in an uptrend, what does that mean to you? Well, it means the market's moving up and it's consistently moving up. Yeah, but you can have red candles in an uptrend. Uh-oh. What does a red candle mean? A red candle means the market moved lower. So how can you have a red candle in an uptrend? What does that make that uptrend? You see how much confusion comes from just the use of certain words. Trend, up, down. When you start using these words, you start to get confused because you don't understand the movement that takes place during these trends. Just like I said, you can have red candles in an uptrend, the same way you can have blue candles in a downtrend. Does it change the trend? If I have blue candles in a downtrend, does that make my downtrend invalid? See, you see the type of questions that you logically will ask. See, what I'm doing is I'm saying what you're thinking. Just like if someone's trying to teach you trends. See, like this is it's such a word that people have a hard time with. Because when people use the words, they're really telling you their limited understanding of what's actually going on. Well, yeah, the market moved lower because it's in a downtrend. Yeah, but the market can have blue candles in a downtrend. Does that make it any more or less a downtrend? Am I making sense? It's just like if you got red, red, blue, red. Well, what was the position of the blue? See, the reason I do this is because what I do is I challenge you to think logically first. Don't just accept what people say is something. It's just like people buy low, sell high. What the hell does that mean? What does buy low mean? What does that even mean? Buy low, sell high. Okay. But then you find yourself buying low, but you still lose. You buy low, the market keeps going down. What happened? He said to buy low, but the market just kept going lower. Exactly. So there's more to it than that, ain't it? So if you take the time to actually observe the market, you start to bypass the limited understanding that the majority of the entire industry has. And I mean, like, people that manage money and all type of shit. There are people that have been trading in the industry for a very long time who still don't understand the market. And what's funny is that they'll say things like, yeah, we understand trends and long-term trends, and you know, we use indicators to figure out long-term trends and trend changes and changes in trend. It's like, what are you talking about? You lost me, bro. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Because by the time you have identified that something is moving in a trend, the trend is probably either midway through or could be over. How many of y'all know what I'm talking about? Oh yeah, well, when did you enter? Well, I entered when I saw that it was in an uptrend. Well, how long did that take? And at what point did you determine it was an uptrend? What if it was just a reversal or a retracement in a downtrend? Whoa. See, I'm talking about all of this because it's relevant to you breaking down your limited understanding of the market. For a lot of you, you got to break that shit down first. You have to break it down. Because if you still have that thought process, you won't understand what you're looking at when you start to observe and to study on your own. You'll still be thinking in terms of trends. You'll still be thinking in terms of patterns, even direction. Many times I've said, well, behavior trumps direction. It's not about which direction the market's moving in. It's about how the market's moving. Why am I saying that? Because the market can be moving in one direction now, and moments later, moving in the opposite direction with the same intensity or the same speed. You ever see the market move fast one way and moments later it'll move just as fast the other way? What's that? What the hell is that? Well, I thought it was in a down move. It was. Now it's in an up move. Sometimes it'll do it twice. It'll go down, up, and it'll be as fast in both directions. So the same speed it moved up is the same speed it moves down with, and then it moves back up with the same speed again, and then back down with the same speed again. How do you explain that? You see where I'm going? All right, let me take you somewhere else. Sometimes the market will move slow. It'll just gradually move slow one direction. It'll just be moving down slowly. And it's like, damn, this thing is just moving lower. Like, what is it doing? I'm not sure what to do with this. Well, it's moving lower. Maybe I should sell. And then as soon as you decide to sell, the market starts to move slow the other way. So what is it that you're actually making your decisions off of? You see, this is why I said that direction is trumped by behavior. So the trend is not what you think that it is as far as its importance. Well, if you could just find a trend, then you could basically take your trades with, in that direction. Okay. Does it always work that way? No. All right, so if it doesn't always do that, then we can't do that. Why am I saying that? Because you can't rely on the same outcome from when that happens. The market is not always doing that the way you need it to do it. Uh-oh. So now we're back on what? Behavior. The way it does it. It's not about just the fact that it's doing it. It's about how it's doing it. This is why I say repeatedly, how is the market moving? See? So again, observation, study. You have to watch. You just got to look at the market. And then you can begin to make sense out of the movements. Because the movements have nuances to them. There are different types of movements. There are different types of behaviors. As you begin to see the different types, you begin to recognize when the market produces the same outcome in the movement. What do I mean by that? Well, you start to recognize when the market actually has the same movement that produces the same movement after. So in other words, it'll move, and then it's like what it's going to do after that because it's doing it already. Many times you've heard me say that. Well, the market does what it's doing already. Exactly. So if you don't know what it's doing yet, how are you going to know what it's going to do? And I'm not trying to confuse you. What I'm doing is I'm elevating your understanding of just the market overall so that you stop being scared of it. Oh, but what if when I enter, it moves against me? As you begin to learn how to see the market, there becomes no such thing as it moving against you. Because what you're saying is, well, what if it does something I don't expect it to do? That's what you're really saying. But through observation, you see what it's doing. So your expectation isn't there anymore. You're not expecting it to do anything. You're just watching and seeing and experiencing what it is doing. Well, I expect it to go up. Why? Well, because it's going up. Just because it's going up doesn't mean it will keep going up. But the question is not, is it going up? The question is, well, how is it moving upward? Is it going up and staying up? Oh, here we go. Is it going up and staying up? Or is it going up and then turning around and doing this shit? Like you just saw this do. Just now, this was going up. Then it was going down. That's called behavior. So you see what I'm doing? I'm trying to help you to reprogram how you see the market. Instead of seeing up, down, you start to see how it goes up, down. Oh boy. How? How is it doing it? Just like fast and slow. How fast? How slow? Start looking at the candles. Well, how big are the candles? How small are they? Then there's a key word that comes in. It's called dominance. And dominance just simply means, what is the market doing the most of? See, if you're seeing the market and you're watching, right? You're observing the market. You're looking at whatever the market is doing the most of at the time. You need to recognize whatever that is first. What is the market doing the most of? See? And as you begin to recognize that, now you can establish whether or not that dominance fits into stability. See, instability can be dominant. Instability can be what dominates the market. And if that's the case, what do? Nothing. We don't do anything. In other words, we don't take any action. We continue to observe. Why do we keep watching? Because we need to see when the market stops that instability and starts to stabilize. And we have tools that we use for that. So observation is the key. And the more that you build that actual muscle, this is how you start to understand the market and apply the understanding to your trades. I give you another example of what people do often. Mark, when's the best time to trade? The answer to that is simple: when the market's stable. See, but I understand what you're asking. You're saying, well, when is the market stable? That's what you're being trained to learn, how to recognize. Am I making sense? When's the best time to observe? When's the best time to trade? When the market is stable. Okay, well, when is that? You tell me. This is what the tools that we use are for. They are to recognize stability. So, for example, when we're looking at horizontal stability, you know that in horizontal stability, if the candles are too big, there's nothing to do. Because you want smaller candles to dominate. Why? Because if smaller candles dominate, then that would mean that the market would be contained inside of the box. And ultimately, the market would start to cluster and create barriers in the box. And when it does that, it's doing it in relation to one of the strikes. So it's either doing it towards the bottom or it's doing it towards the top of the box. And it creates the horizontal perspective of stability that we see. So in other words, we see the market moving across. But you can only see that if the dominance is smaller candles first. So you see how we're not even thinking about trades. See, don't worry about the trades. The trades only come when the layers of stability are there first. Because that's the only time that you would acknowledge a trade. Stability would need to be present first. So anytime that you see the market not presenting you with the layers of stability, you just continue to watch. Well, Mark, how long am I supposed to do that for? It doesn't matter how long. See, this is another thing about this platform. You do not need a lot of trades in order to be very successful here. You just need consistently profitable trades. So literally, if all that you ended up doing is ending up in a trade once a week, that's more than enough. One trade a week is more than enough for you to establish a full-time income and have a full-blown trading career using this platform. And that's very powerful. And a lot of people don't understand how to use the platform that way. So that's kind of what I had wanted to mention. It's like, well, how do you use this platform? Some people think that NADEX is slow. Oh, it's slow, man. It takes too long to find a trade. See, what you're doing is you're not putting the value on the time and the consistency. You're putting value on quantity. You think that a lot of trades is how you make money here, and it's not. You make more money here by trading less. Let me say it again for the people in the back. You make more money here by trading less. Way more. So again, it's about know-how. Damn, how do I use this platform? Oh, it's too slow. It's not enough. They don't have enough trades on NADEX. I'm gonna go find something else. And then people will abandon this platform, and that's the worst thing that you could do, because this platform is the best one. There are other platforms, absolutely. And as of the past few months or so, by now you guys have seen that I've explored another platform. One that I'll say is unregulated, just so that people understand what it is that you're dealing with. It's an unregulated platform, meaning that we really don't know that much about the platform, other than is it paying out or not, and does it work and have functionality or not? And the answer to those questions are yes. So yes, I have a checklist that I use, and all of the check marks were checked. But again, there's an inherent risk that you take when you're trading in unregulated territory. And you have to accept that risk. Period. So without, even mentioning or talking directly about it, everyone understands what I'm saying, and everyone understands what it is that they're doing if they choose to get involved with that platform or any other platform that is not regulated. So why am I talking about that? Well, because you need to understand what it is that you're involved with in this profession. See, all right, so let me just break it down like this. Regardless of what platform you use, and let me just help to simplify everything, right? I don't care if you're using NADEX. I don't care if you're using Quotex, Pocket Option, TD Ameritrade, E-Trade, whatever other platform is out there, you name it. I don't care what the platform is. Crypto.com, Kraken, you're trading crypto, you're trading Forex, you're trading binaries. It doesn't matter what you're trading. It doesn't matter what platform you're using. The bottom line is, if you don't understand the movement of the market, you won't make money. So some people, they'll have debates and arguments. Oh, well, I only trade on regulated platforms. Well, you're still trading. Doesn't mean that you're winning. Bottom line is, you still need to understand the market. I don't care if the platform is regulated or not. Your skill set is the asset. Oh, that's hard. Hold on, that's Don DeMarco.
Dom DeMarco. Dom DeMarco.
Listen, your skill set is the asset.
I'm focused, man.
So again, people will debate and they'll argue about what platform is better, this, that, and the third, blah, 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 blah. It's all good. It's cool. Whatever opinion you formulate, that's cool. Understand what you're involved with. Understand something about the platform that you're using. There has to be something there in order for you to use the platform. Right? Functionality. Does it pay out? Right? If you earn profit, do you receive your withdrawals when you make a withdrawal? These are important things. So again, like I said, I have a checklist, and I checked each thing off that I need to have in order to even do business on the platform at all. Scalability. Can I start with $150, $100? Can I start with a couple of $100 and then use my skill set, which is the asset, to build up that account? Can I do that here? See, these are important questions to ask. But again, the platform means nothing. I don't care what platform it is. It's not important if you're not winning. It doesn't mean anything to you if you're not profitable on the platform, period. This is why I don't understand why people still don't understand NADEX. I don't get it. You're still trying to make it something that it's not. You don't need a lot of trades here. But Mark, they're 5-minute binaries. I mean, you have 12 opportunities an hour. That's 276 opportunities each day. I don't give a shit. Out of all them opportunities, all I need is one in a week. That's it. That's it. That's all I need. So I want to end up in the one that I know will win. I don't need nothing else. Is this making sense? So again, well, NADEX is too slow. No, you just don't understand the platform. You don't understand that this is an exchange. You don't have to be on this platform trading all day long to make money. You just need to be consistently profitable. And you need to be fully confident when you trade. You can't do that unless you understand the market. You can't do that until you understand the market. So if you're still trading and you're not observing and learning and studying and putting yourself in position to understand how the market moves, if you don't do that part first, guess what will happen? It's called coin flipping. That's what you'll be doing. You end up coin flipping. And the problem with coin flipping is that eventually it lands on tails. See, you keep saying heads. And every time that it lands on heads, you feel better. You're like, oh, look at that. Oh, I'm nice. I'm good at this shit. I got a good strategy, man. Let me take another trade. This strategy works. Yeah, you're coin flipping and it didn't land on tails yet. That's all. The reason I'm saying that is because every time that you enter into a trade, you don't know why. Every time that you win a trade, you don't know why you won. So guess what's going to happen when you lose? You ain't going to know why, and that's going to be worse. There's nothing worse than not knowing why you lost. Because the loss stops you. You're like, oh, shit. Damn, what happened? It was going up, and then out of nowhere, it went down. It's called coin flipping. So I go through this and I talk about these things because I try to get people to deal with and work on the most important aspects in general with trading. My goal is to help to bring more awareness and just legitimacy to the trading profession. See, a lot of people focus so much on platforms and this and that, and oh, well, this is a better platform. That's a better platform. I like to trade crypto. I like to trade Forex. I trade currencies. I trade binaries. I don't care what you trade. I really don't. I have my own opinions. In my opinions, binaries are the best things that you can trade because nothing allows you to scale the same way. I can't trade Forex the way I could trade binaries. I can't grow an account starting with $100 on Forex the way that I can do it on NADEX. NADEX is different. And even, other platforms like Quotex, which I know by now you guys have seen the videos for. Quotex is powerful. And they pay in Bitcoin. People still wondering about it. I wonder why Marcus, what's he doing with this Quotex thing? Listen, they pay out in Bitcoin. I'm not stupid. I know exactly what I be doing. Exactly. I know people want me to talk about it. I'm not going to talk that much about Quotex just yet because I'm going to do a Q&A for it and I'll answer questions over there. But just to give you an idea, why? Like, damn, why did he switch to Quotex? No, I didn't switch to Quotex. I added it on. And again, I understand that it's at my own risk, but you have to understand what the real risk is on any platform you trade on. What's the real risk? The real risk is not having any skill. Listen, man, I don't care what the platform is. It's not risk-free until you have skill.
I'm focused, man.
Period. If you don't have the skill set, you don't have an asset. So anyway, they pay out in Bitcoin. I love that. Every withdrawal that I've made, I've received. I took months to develop the skill set on the platform. I took months of observing dozens of different markets on the platform. I looked at all of them. I don't even know what some of them are. They got all type of different pairs on there. I don't even know what the majority of them shits are. Don't even know what they are. But I observed them. I watch them. Study. What am I doing? I'm building the skill set. I didn't go to the platform and say, oh shit, I can make a whole, these binaries are better than NADEX. I didn't do that. I treated it with the respect that it deserves. They're markets. You need to respect the market at all times. I don't care which one it is. Are those markets better? All markets are the same. They all do the same shit. They move. The question is, do you understand how it moves? I remember when there was someone that put a comment on one of the videos. I think I only got like 3 or 4 videos on it so far. But someone had made a comment. They were asking me about the platform. And I forgot what they said, but my response was, well, it won't matter if you don't understand the market on the platform. I think they were asking me, like, was Quotex better than NADEX or something like that? And I'm like, well, they both have pros and cons. I wouldn't say that one is better than the other. Now, that's a bold statement to make because it's like, oh shit, you're saying that neither one is better? What I'm saying is that they both utilize markets. before you get into all of the stuff on the platform, you need to get into the stuff of the markets on the platform. You need to start studying. See, I had respect when I went to that platform. I didn't just look at the platform and say, oh, this platform looks scammy. What is this? This is an offshore broker. They're a scam. It's like, why would I do that? I don't know anything about them. I don't know who's running it. I don't know anything. So what I do is I put it to the test. And if the shit works, it works. Well, how long is it going to work for? I don't know. I don't know. Do you have a crystal ball? People thought the internet wouldn't last. The internet's still here. People also thought Blockbuster would be around forever. But ain't no more Blockbuster. Now we got Netflix. So you see what I'm saying? Sometimes something better comes along and replaces the old. I'm just saying. There have been other platforms that have come and gone. Some of them are still here. Some of them stay and improve. So do we know? No, we don't. But what do? We do the best with what we have. See, there's certain things that I know would disqualify me from even considering using a platform. There's also things that I know and understand and accept if I decide to use a platform. If I know it's not a regulated platform, why would I complain about it not being a regulated platform? Oh, this is not regulated. That means it has to be a scam. Eventually, it's going to crash. You don't know that, and I don't know that. I remember a few years ago they were talking about I think it was Pocket Option at the time. Yeah, I think it was Pocket Option. They were saying it wouldn't last. Pocket Option is still around. It's actually better. The platform itself is better. Quotex is an even better platform than that. I'm just saying. So again, when you look at things, you have to look at, well, damn, they're actually investing in this platform, the functionality. Look at all these different markets that they have. There's a lot going on here. Let me take a closer look at this. I know one thing, they're not spending their time not doing shit. NADEX has improved over the years. They didn't spend their time not doing shit. So do you see what I'm saying? We're in a profession. The profession that you're in requires that you know how to interpret the market movement. That's the profession you're in. The profession that you're in is not platforms. This is why when you hear me talk, it elevates your understanding because you're like, wow, that makes a lot of sense. I know. I've used every platform, any platform you can think of, I've used. Futures, commodities, stocks and bonds, mutual funds, Forex, binaries. I've used them all. This is experience. And I'm telling you, it's not even about the platforms. It's about the skill set. The skill set is the asset. I don't give a shit what platform it is. I don't care. It don't mean shit to you anyway if you don't make no money on it. All right, I'm going to chill. I'll relax. I'll relax. Man, oh man. It's like waking up, man. It's what I be doing to y'all. I be waking y'all up. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. So anyway, um, hopefully people are starting to get a better grasp on this profession that we call trading. I want you to understand that it doesn't make sense for you to waste your time if you don't plan on developing the skill set required to be profitable. See, there's certain things that are not optional. People think that having skill is an option. Like, oh, well, I don't, I want passive income. Listen, stop playing. Passive income is some bullshit. What you're thinking passive income is not passive income. There's no such thing as that. The only way that something becomes passive is when there's skill involved. When you can always make money, that's passive income. When you can always make money, the money passes to you. Oh man. See, this is it. This is it right here. The skill stays the same. Skill transcends the market. Come on now. There you go. Right. What's the Bentley if you can't ride in it? All it is you talking about it. Oh, look at that Bentley. Mm-hmm. It's crazy. So, if anyone had questions, please feel free to ask. I'm just looking over at the chat, just glancing at it. I don't really see any questions. I do see some good stuff in here, though. I like this. Market will eat you up if you don't know what you're doing. That's all facts. When it goes up or when it goes down, where does it stop? Bingo. Yep. Market stability provides profitability. Market instability provides speculation. Good stuff. I thought I had mentioned this earlier. It's funny that this is even on here because seemed like I actually said something about this. Is there a better time frame to observe the markets early, midday, evening, or at night? There is no better or best time. Whatever time that you have available to observe is fine because the market will do what it does regardless of when you're watching. It doesn't pick and choose a best time of the day to do it. The most important thing that you are doing is learning how to recognize when it happens. That way, when it happens, you'll see it, regardless of when that is. Make sense? This is good stuff. Yo, hold on. Let me refresh this page. Check. Hello. Should be back. Yep. So NADEX, powerful stuff. Very powerful. Appreciate and understand what NADEX is. This is another reason, actually, to be honest, that I wanted to expand into another platform. Is so that you can see the comparison and the contrast between NADEX and other platforms. So this is going to be very valuable for many of you that I wouldn't say are confused, but are wondering more so about the differences between NADEX and Quotex, for example. Quotex, the Quotex platform, many of you are probably even more familiar with pocket option because they've been around for longer. So Quotex is more similar to pocket option because of the way that your trade is set up and the actual binary is set up. One of the major differences is that on the Quotex platform, just like on pocket option, you actually create the strike. What do I mean by that? When you click into the trade, you create the actual line. You create the price level. Wherever you click in at, that's the strike price. And wherever the market ends, whether it's above or below, depending on which direction you selected, that will determine if you win or lose the trade. So you see how on NADEX, the strike prices are already populated by the platform itself. Like we don't determine where these price levels are. The market position and the platform itself determines where these strike prices are on the NADEX platform. On Quotex, it's not like that. When you click in, wherever that is, that's where your strike is. So that's one of the major differences, just off the rip, between the two platforms. Another thing about Quotex is that you determine the duration of your trade. So like, for example, on NADEX, we are dealing with 5-minute binaries, period. You got 5-minute binaries, and they have other durations also. They got hourlies, they got dailies. I think that they got weeklies too, right? But on Quotex, you literally can create how long you want the trade to be for, from a minute to 4 hours. Literally anywhere in between. If you want the trade to be for a minute and 15 seconds, a minute and 18 seconds, 2 minutes and 34 seconds, 3 minutes and 5 seconds, you literally can type that in, and that'll be the duration of your trade. So the amount of flexibility that you have on that platform is pretty impressive. And I'm only talking about and comparing the two just because I'm already putting out that content and you guys are aware, that I'm integrating Quotex under the TA umbrella as far as for training also, because I'm going to be providing training for it as well. But again, I'm trying to help you to understand that it's the skill set itself that is what's making you money, regardless of which platform that you're using. So it doesn't matter if you're sticking with NADEX. It doesn't matter if you want to add on Quotex. If you want to do both, it doesn't make a difference. The skill set that you're learning is the asset, period. So don't get so caught up in which is better and which is this and this is it. Oh, Quotex is better. Don't start talking like that. And I would say don't even say NADEX is better. They're just different platforms, and they each serve their own purpose. And you understand the risks associated with both. There's one risk that is associated with any platform that you're on, and it's called not having any skill. If you don't have no skill, the risk is you're going to lose your money, period. That's the risk. Nobody going to scam you out of no money. You just going to lose, period. And this is one of the things that, again, through my content, I'm working on helping to get rid of the stigma in our industry. People have this thing where when they don't succeed somewhere, they start calling it a scam. And that really gets on my nerves. People call NADEX a scam. Oh, NADEX took my money. I was winning the trade, and then all of a sudden, they said that it closed at such and such price, and then I lost. Well, guess what? That was the market. Listen, NADEX don't give a shit if you win or lose. They don't make their money by you winning or losing. Uh-oh. They collect a fee just because you traded. So why would they give a shit if you won or lost? They don't care. It's a binary. Somebody gonna win, somebody gonna lose. The person with less skill is likely going to be the loser. Well, not even likely. It's going to be the loser. The person who has more skill, they're going to know when not to be in trades. They ain't going to be in the same trades with you. They're not even going to be in the market. Nah, the market's not stable. We ain't trading. See? So we're not even going to be in the same trade. But when you think that the market is doing something that it ain't, and when you over there jumping on good risk reward and you trading against me, you're going to lose. See? That's the difference. That's the difference. So don't get so caught up in, oh, this is a better platform, and I like Quotex better. Don't start doing that shit. Have respect for every platform. Have more respect for every market. And have the most respect for the skill set. Because none of the markets, none of the platforms are shit without your skill set. Period. They don't mean nothing. Let me say it again. The platform don't mean shit. The markets don't mean shit if you don't have skill. I'm just saying. So, pay attention. Pay attention. It's so funny too, because I remember this had to be within like the last couple of years. People started messaging me and they started saying, oh, Mark, he figured out a loophole on NADEX. That's why he wins those trades. I think he works for NADEX. They let him win those trades. Just like literally somebody was on my videos posting, saying this shit. Yeah, he found a loophole. He just waits for the market to slow down, and then he just, he takes those trades in the last few seconds, and that's why he wins. Then I remember last year, I started trading when the market was fast. I don't hear from them anymore. So now you see me winning when the market's slow. You see me winning when the market's fast, and you're confused. There was another person that was posting, saying shit like, oh, well, he only can make money on NADEX. He can't make money nowhere else. Okay. He got that NADEX loophole. That's why he makes money there. He couldn't do that shit on another platform. What am I doing now? I'm on your platform. Now I'm on your platform. I told y'all that. See, didn't I tell y'all at the end of last year? I said this year gonna be different. I told y'all. And I told y'all I had something for these people out here that love all of these other I told y'all I had something for them. Literally, I've only put out, I think, 4 videos all together. And they already started. The trolls, they already started coming out. They all in my inbox. It's so crazy. I think it was the second video I released, the one with the 300 to 1,000. Yeah. The second one, because the first one was the introduction. When I released that second video, and they started seeing all those trades, my inbox lit up. Lit up. All type of people messaging me. How are you doing that? These offshore brokers, they cheat you. Are they paying you? Are those real withdrawals? All type of shit. Mind you, I was posting withdrawals before y'all even knew I was doing anything on the platform. All y'all saw was Bitcoin. Y'all know what I'm talking about. People was asking me, what's that? You trading crypto? Nope. All you were seeing was just Bitcoin withdrawals. Like, damn, where you getting that Bitcoin from? See, I know how to move in silence. I didn't say a word. Nobody even knew I was on another platform. And the funny thing about it is that, again, the same folks that said that I could only do it on NADEX, now I'm on another platform doing the same shit. I'm just saying. So you tell me, how's that possible? I thought that I just was the NADEX guy. I thought I could only do it on NADEX. Remember, I got the loophole. Remember, I be cheating. Remember, they pay me. Remember? But now I'm on the same platform that you're on, doing the same shit there. You tell me, what's that? Is there literally that much luck in the world? Can I be lucky on 2 platforms? Huh? All right. I know how they feel. They feel like this right now. They feeling crazy right now. They're like, yo, how the hell is this guy doing this shit? I have an asset. It's called skill set. Oh, man. Yeah, we make our own luck. That's it. That's it. Market skill all day. See, and it's the same thing I've been talking about for years. I remember when in the beginning, when I used to talk about market behavior and how the market moves, and you got to understand the movement and this and that, people used to be disgusted with me. They used to be messaging me like, yo, you don't know what you're talking about. What's your strategy? I'm like, I don't have one. What do you mean? This is not strategy, brother. It's just skill. And then I took the time to actually break down what the skill is. Observation. Study. You gotta watch the movement. Study it. See, the longer that you watch something, it starts to unfold itself. But you'll never develop that if you don't take the time to watch. And you can't watch if you're busy trading. You're so busy taking trades and blowing accounts that you can't learn the skill. And then you done talked about me so bad, you don't want to learn it from me now. Like, oh shit, I can't ask him for help now. I done talk shit about him. See, you see what folks do? They jam themselves up. You could have been learning from the best. But I tell you what, I know that you've learned something. See, because in the midst of all of this stuff that I talk about on these observations, you have to have learned something. And I know that for a fact because I know that you're watching. I know y'all be watching. Y'all ain't slick. I know y'all be watching. Y'all tune in. Let me listen to him. See, I know he gonna drop a jewel. He gonna say something. Yep. You know I'm gonna say something. I think that the most powerful thing I've told everyone is to stop trading. I remember when there was a guy that came on. This is when I was doing like the live streams in the car. Towards like the beginning of the pandemic, right? And the guy came in to the live, and he was talking about his trades. Oh yeah, I'm 15. I think he was like, I'm 15-0 today. And you know, everybody kind of jumps on people when they come into the live like that. So everybody was like, 15-0, what? How? Like, what are you doing? And what he basically was telling me is that, oh yeah, I'm 15-0, and you know, I trade with 10 contracts, and I don't trade with more than that. I made my money for the day, and I'm out. So of course, I'm gonna ask some questions, and I'm asking them like, yo, you know, what is it that you're doing? Why don't you record what you're doing and send it to me? Let me take a look at what you're doing. Every excuse in the book. Never sent me a recording. Anytime he did well, he would come on the live stream and talk about how many trades he won. And I knew when he didn't do well because he wouldn't come on the live stream at all. So he was coming on the live stream like 2-3 days in a row. Oh, I'm 11-0 today. Oh, I'm 15-0 today. Oh, I'm 12-1. I only lost one today, but I won 12. I made my money, so I stopped. And I'm like, you doing this every day? Yeah, I'm doing this every day. And when folks come around like that, what they're doing is they're trying to insinuate that what they do is better than actually learning how to understand the market. Because that's all I do. And that's all I teach and tell people to do. Like I literally told him, I said, well, I think that you're trading too much. No, I'm not trading too much. You know, that's my goal. I got a goal for the day, and once I reach my goal, then I stop. I'm like, well, how did you trade 15 one day, and on a different day you traded 11? Another day you might trade 9. Like, what's your goal each day? He wasn't clear on that. So I'm bringing that person up because I'm kind of just showing that when you don't have a plan and your plan is not backed up by actual skill in the market, it ain't gonna last at all. Like it's only a matter of time before what you thought was your plan blows up. And it's kind of sad because by the time that shit happened, we don't hear from you no more. This channel is the same channel that was around back then. Not a different channel. Have we heard from him again? Nope. Have we really heard from any of the people that used to come around talking all of this shit? Not really. If y'all notice, people come around less and less now talking shit, don't they? I would say they don't even come around no more. Why is that? Why is that? I'll tell you why it is. Because the proof is in the pudding. See, what happens is when you watch my content, when you watch these videos, the same thing I'm talking about now is the same thing I was talking about in 2017. For 5 years. 5 years, I've been talking about the market, behavior, understanding the market, no strategies, huh? All of these words that you hear, stability, instability, right? You've heard the terminology evolve. It's grown. It's elevated. Mindset, patience, discipline. Why am I talking about all this stuff? Because this is what professional traders do. Everything I talk about is what makes you a professional. That's why when people come around and they don't fit in with these fundamental things, they don't have the success that they're looking for, and they don't last. None of the people that were around a year ago, 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago, come around now. It's not a different YouTube channel. It's not a different name. It's the same name. It's the same guy. It's Mark. Oh, that guy Mark. That TeamAlliance dude. Yeah. Same guy, still here. Still telling you the same shit. Only difference is now I got sound effects. That's it. But I'm telling you the same thing I was telling you back then. That's how you know that it's true. See, fundamentals don't change. They evolve. Powerful, man. Powerful. The mindset transcends the platform. It's the trader himself. Bingo. That says it all right there. That's a mic drop. That is a mic drop. All right, y'all. So let me get out of here. So I'm going to soon be doing a Q&A for the Quotex platform. Another good thing about the Quotex platform is that it's available to an entire other group of people who are ineligible to trade on NADEX because of the country that they're in, or politics, or just whatever issue that they may have had where they couldn't trade on NADEX for whatever reason. The Quotex platform is available worldwide, so that's another benefit of this new platform. So, as I mentioned, I'll be doing a Q&A for it soon. That'll be very useful for a lot of you that have questions about it. And I'll be doing that even before I introduce the training. Like, I haven't even talked about the training yet, but I'll be talking about the details of that soon. I'm leaning towards the beginning of May for the training, just to give everyone a window on when I'm actually going to start doing it. But that's about it. So this is Live Market Observation Volume number 69. And I will be back on. I'll probably try to do a coffee and charts before the week is out. I do try to come on more frequently, but you guys can see how busy I've been, developing everything for this new platform. So that's actually where a lot of my time has been going, to be honest with you. Between that and family stuff, I just been so busy that I haven't had the time to come on as often as I normally would. All right, but we still here. Y'all know what it is. All right, y'all. So I'm out. I will see you guys on the next one. Y'all know what it is. It's love, peace, and soul. Peace out.
Dom the Monko.